Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. It's a great privilege for me to come and speak to great minds today. And today I'll be talking on strategies for enhancing. Okay. A privilege I will not take for granted. Thank you very much, Miss Ruth, and your team, your wonderful team, for this great opportunity. And good evening, everyone here today. I promise that the time you spend here will not be in vain. Okay, let's dive into it. My name is Arinzechukwu Ike-ojukwu. I'm a tech expert, support expert. I work at Globpress Technologies as the head of operations. Globpress Technology is a company that deals with technical support, software and hardware designs, and web designs. So any of your technical issues, your tech issues you have, we deal with them. Thank you very much. Okay, now the topic of today is strategies for enhancing your computer's performance. Okay, let's dive into it. First of all, this is me, meet me, Arinzechukwu Ike-ojukwu, as Miss Ruth has said, this is how I look. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to next. What is a computer? A computer is an electronic device processing data using binary logic. It comprises of hardware components like the CPU, the memory, and the storage, executing programs of various tasks from your desktop to your smartphones. Each of us have a computer around us. Either you have a desktop, a laptop, a tablet, an iPad, a smartphone. Those are all computers because they all process data one way or the other. We send messages to people, we receive calls. Those are data which are being processed into informations. Computer handles functions like word processing, web browsing, and gaming, shaping modern society and facilitating communication, entertainment, education, and business. One way or the other, each of us use our computer, such as our smartphone, to do one of all these things. We go through the internet, we browse. Most of us game with our computer, such as me, I game with my computer very well. I use it for communication. What we are doing is communication. I'm communicating to you, you're receiving the information. Entertainment, most of us watch movies with our computer. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but your slides are not moving. Like it's static. So if you can send it to us, we can help you just present, share it. Okay, it's better now. Thank you.
Okay, you can see it now. Okay,
Yeah, it is
okay.
better. Thank you.
Yeah, better now.
Communicate. Okay, entertainment and education. We use our computers for different things. Most of us use it for business purposes. Over, I have a question. Is a POS machine a computer? Just
Yes, it's a computer. It's a computer. Yeah.
thank you very much, Mr. Martins. Thank you very much. Okay, now moving on. Now, what is troubleshooting? Troubleshooting is a systematic process of identifying. The first thing you need to understand why troubleshooting is, you need to identify, okay, this is the problem, diagnose and resolve problems with in the system or device. Troubleshooting does not just apply into your system, it applies even to medicine too. When we go to the hospital, the doctor identifies the problem. There's what they call physical examination. Men looking at the person, what are you seeing? That's what is called identification. Then diagnose, oh, go and run this test. Okay, rule out this, rule out MCS. That's diagnosis. Then you then come to a conclusion. Okay, this is what we are coming to. This is what it means. Then how do we treat the problem? That is resolving the problem within the systems or the device. How do we treat it? It involves investigating the root cause of the issue. If you don't identify the root cause of that issue, you're only giving temporary solutions to that issue. So you need to identify, okay, this is the root cause. This is why this is like this is what is causing this. Then you say, okay, how do I implement a solution to restore it to its normal functionality? Okay, it is a crucial process applying across various domains, requiring analytical thinking, problem solving skills, technical knowledge to effectively resolve issues. So you need to think deeply when you're resolving, when you're while troubleshooting. Okay, next, common computer problems. One way or the other, if you're using over your phone self, we experience, most people call it lagging. My phone is lagging, means my phone is slowing down, it's not responding to the effect of what I am processing. What I mean by effect is when you're touching your phone, for every touch requires a corresponding result. If you touch the back button, it requires that it goes back. If you turn the home key, it requires you go to the home page. So when you work on your system and you find out that, okay, this thing, I'm touching the back, is not responding immediately. That's what most people term as lagging. Oh, your computer is lagging. Oh, it's being slow. What it actually means that your computer is slow in performance. Over time, laptops can become slow due to various reasons, such as too many startup programs, insufficient RAM, or fragmented hard disks. Simply put, when you open a large amount of applications on your system, your laptops, your desktops, your mobile phone, you are using your RAM for that. RAM is random access memory. What it does is that your RAM stores it temporarily stores information. Your ROM, that's your hard drive, your memory card, they permanently store information. So when you open all those applications, for those applications to be on, that you can go back, switch from one place to another, you're using your RAM. So when you open a lot of application, more than the sufficiency of your RAM, that's when you start experiencing low performance. Are we flowing? Are we together?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Can
Yes,
we
yes,
ask
we are.
questions whilst you are talking,
Okay.
or at the end of everything? I think questions at the end of everything will be fine, right?
Yes,
Does
yes,
it
yes.
work for
Thank you
you?
very much.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes. Thank you
So
very
please,
much.
if you have any question, you want him to speak to, just drop it in the chat box. I will pick it up from there, and then he would attend to all the questions once he is done. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. The next thing we need to understand, overheating. Laptop can overheat due to dust built up in the cooling vent, a malfunctioning fan, or running resources. Let me just put it in plain English. Running a high and heavy application on your system. Maybe your system is a Core i3, 4 gig RAM, and you're running a very high graphics intense application, such as most of us that play game on our system or use our system. Like if you use Blender on your system, most of us that do graphics, if you use Blender on your system and your system does not have a sufficient capacity to carry that, it results to overheating. Another common thing that most of us do that we don't know that can lead to overheating is using our laptop on our bed. On my years of technical support, that is the leading cause of overheating in most people's system. Most of us, majority of us use our system on our bed. When you put your system on your bed, it blocks the air vent, the circulation, leading to overheating. And most times, most PCs, such as Dell, Acer, once the PC overheat, it shuts down automatically. That's why most of us we see, okay, anytime I on my PC could just shut down, because your system has gotten accustomed to the overheating nature. So you'll be like, even when I don't use it on my bed, it still overheats. Your system is not well ventilated. That's why once in a while, open your system up, dust the fan to improve the ventilation. Okay. Number three, battery life issue. Battery degrades over time, leading to reduce battery life. Issues can arise from faulty charging cables or system setting. Majority of time, battery life issues. Okay, your battery does not last as much as it does. Majority of times, is actually the chargers we use, the charging cables we use that actually cause it. Most of us plug our system more than the expected capacity. One thing you need to understand, there's nothing like 110%. There's nothing like 101%. Once it's 100%, kindly unplug. Once it's going down again, plug. It will help to save your battery. Discovering of research and technical support, we find out that it is even better that your system battery goes to 20% before you charge again. Then you charge. Constant charging can lead to battery life issues. There are also settings in your systems that you need to understand that can also lead to battery life issues. A lot of people have keyboard light. You're not using your keyboard light, you're leaving it on. Keyboard light also aff- affects battery life. Okay, next. Okay, okay. Hardware failure. Components like the hard drive, RAM, motherboard can fail over time, causing various issues such as the laptop not turning on or random shutdown. As the computer is, that's how our body is. And majority of times, the system does not give you signal the way your body gives you signal that, oh, very soon I'll fall ill, very soon I'll break down. Sometimes you just on your system and it's not on again. But you just used it a few hours ago. That's what they call hardware failure. Sometimes your RAM can just develop faults overnight. But your hard drive, before your hard drive develops fault, it gives you signal, okay, this might happen, this might not happen. Your motherboard might just develop fault due to charging, due to the current that flew in to the motherboard. Your motherboard can have issues. Wi-Fi connectivity problem. Issues with the Wi-Fi connectivity can be due to outdated driver, hardware problem, or interference from other device. Outdated drivers. Every software on your system works on drivers. Your graphics works on driver. Your display works on driver. Your keyboard works on driver. Your hardware works on driver. Driver is what communicates within the system. Okay, driver is what tells the system, okay, this is what it's meant to do. Okay, display. This is how it's meant to display. This is what it's meant to display. When you download your keyboard driver, it's telling the computer that while reading your keyboard, that you should read your keyboard in a particular way. And when you press A, it comes out. When you press S, S comes out. When you press R comes out. Those are drivers. So Wi-Fi connectivity problem can be due to outdated driver. Now we're in 2024. A lot of people are still using some drivers of 2020. And most of these companies like HP, they bring out new updates frequently. So that's why you need to keep on updating your system. Hardware problem, your Wi-Fi card might be bad. As simple as that. Your Wi-Fi card might just be bad. Another thing again I've noticed, a lot of people don't know what flight mode is, airplane mode is. You are not able to connect just because your airplane mode is on. If your airplane mode on your system is on, there's no how you want to be able to connect to any other person. Blue screen of death. Okay, this is simply most of us, okay, maybe one of two of us may have seen that you just on your PC and just see a blue screen and you just write some few words, and your hard drive, something your hard drive, something your fan. That's what you call blue screen of death. And it mainly occurs when your hard drive has issues. It is a Windows specific issue where the system encounters an error and crashes. Displays a blue screen with the error message. It just shows a message, okay, your hard drive is faulty, your hard drive, your fan, a lot of things can cause blue screen of death. Laptop not charging. This can be caused by a faulty charger, charging port, or the problem with the battery itself. Most of the PCs now, new generation PCs that are doing it. Once the battery, gone are the days that if your battery has issue, you can just connect it to light, and keep on using it as a desktop. But now most of the PCs, now new generation PCs, 11 gen, 12 gen, any fault from the battery, the system will not on. So these are the things you need to put into consideration. Please, can you see my screen? Can you please see my
Yes,
screen?
yes,
Yeah, I can
yeah, we
see
can
it. You
see
can
your
see it.
screen.
Thank you very much. So
Sorry, yes. Somebody just said something quickly before you move on. Somebody said my system screen suddenly went white without display. What do I need to do?
there are two things
Yeah.
now. Two things is involved. Either your screen is bad. That's one. The flex, there's something they call flex. The flex has issue, or your graphics driver is outdated. Those are the three things to do. So in most
Yeah,
situations,
please, please. Sorry. Let me add to that. I had an experience last week. The one that white screen of death is mainly caused by flares. If there are no physical crack on the screen, or you know it's not fall from you, just know that it's a flares. Just try and work around that, and the system will be fine.
So that means the person should take it to somebody who can repair, right?
yes,
No, no.
And
One thing about this thing is that we actually have an idea before we take it to a repairer. You understand? That's why this training is on. So it will not just bamboozle you and try to replace the money.
yeah,
You understand? So
Mr.
it's
Armstrong's
either,
hand is up.
yeah.
Mr. Armstrong, you want to say something? I think he asked the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
good evening, sir.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
so this happened sometimes late last year. Like it didn't fall. I was walking.
Please, like your internet is not so strong, so maybe you might want to move to a place where the internet is good so
Okay.
that we can hear you clearly. Hello, Mr. Daniel. Oh,
Okay.
okay. I guess he's off. All right. Please, you can.
Okay. Okay. Next now, software crashes of freezing. Application can crash or freeze due to software bugs, conflict between application, okay, or issues with the operating system. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm a game lover. I downloaded Call of Duty on my system. All of a sudden, in the process of downloading Call of Duty, my Windows Defender disappeared. Totally disappeared from my system, which is very possible. What happened there was the game Call of Duty, the application was affecting or interfering with my Windows Defender. So it was overriding my Windows Defender. So the only thing I could do at that point was to format my system. That's the only thing I could do. Format my system, put a new operating system, and that's how I continued. Virus and malware infection. Laptop can be vulnerable to virus, malware, and other malicious software, which can cause performance issues and compromise data security. Okay, from those of us that uses Windows PCs. A very cheap note to tell you now is there's nothing like antivirus. If you're not paying for it, you're not paying for it like, okay, I am paying for this antivirus. It is not safe. Microsoft has imputed antivirus into your system called Windows Defender. So this one you go and say, okay, I want to put antivirus on my system. Most of those antivirus are corrupt files already.
Wait. Sorry, let me ask this question because it's really
Okay,
critical, and I'm very sure it affects quite a lot of us, right?
no problem,
So,
sir.
um, that means that if you go to Computer Village, for example, and they
Yes,
just
sir.
help you to download one antivirus, and it's not like it was something that was bought, like they bought with a license and all that, that means the person is on his own, right?
Yes, sir. You're on your own. That is the thing. That is the simple truth.
And if I also
Because
get you right, that means Windows comes with its own antivirus called Windows Defender, right?
yes, yes, yes. To show you how strong it is now, if you are downloading some files, okay, most of us in this part of the world, we don't pay for services. We don't pay for some applications. So most of these files are cracked. I just found out that most people put cracked operating system like Windows 10 because a lot of us cannot pay the price for these operating systems. So they put cracked operating system. So for them to put it, they have to, of most of these applications, they have to off your Windows Defender not to see it as a threat. Because once it sees it as a threat, it kills the file. So if you go anywhere and they tell you, okay, I'm putting an antivirus, kindly ask the person, is it paid? Is it licensed? Is it original? Like a lot of pieces I've seen of recent, I've seen some funny antivirus names. I'm like, but sir, ma, you already have antivirus on your system. Why is someone taking your money? And most people pay heavily for these things, which is not actually meant to be. Okay, screen issues now. Okay, now we're back now to the screen issues, Mr. Armstrong. Problems like flicking screen, dead pixels, completely black screen can occur due to hardware defect or issues with the graphics driver. Okay, I have a friend that anytime he raises his PC with one hand, the screen flicks. That is simply put that is a flex issue. You know, your system can on, but it's not displaying. Two things is involved. Your RAM or your graphics driver is bad. And that is simple truth. The simple thing you can actually do is just open the back of your system, remove your hard drive, your RAM, clean it, insert it back. Will it work? No. If it does not work, at that point now, you know the system is on. You're saying the caps log is on. Your keyboard is showing, everything is showing, but it's not just showing on the screen. It's mostly your RAM that is bad. 75% of the time is your RAM that is bad. Why you're in this training is that if you're going somewhere, you already know, okay, this is the problem. Sir, fix this problem for me. Not going there, they're diagnosing a different issue entirely for you. I had a friend, he went to give a laptop technician his laptop. The issue that was wrong with it was RAM. By the time he was taking it back, they were telling him that he should change the screen alongside with it. That it was the screen that the thing affected the screen too. Why he was telling me, I told him, oh, it's not possible. But at that point, there's nothing you could do, but you have to buy a new screen. It's like you going to the hospital and they're telling you, okay, this is what is wrong with you. It is your right to go online. Okay, drugs used to treat this ailment. When they're giving you something contrary to what it is, imagine you're going to the hospital and diagnosed diagnosed for malaria, and they're giving antiretroviral drugs. You know there's something wrong. That's how it is. Or you're going for ulcer and they're giving you anti-malaria drugs. There's something wrong with it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Next, how to troubleshoot. These are things you can do on your own first before you carry it to a technician. Low performance, close unnecessary applications, run a disk cleanup and defragmentation, upgrade your RAM if possible. Okay, low performance, you can't be using a 2 gig RAM presently at your system because most of the applications now being produced requires 4 gig RAM and above. So using a 2 gig RAM PC, your system will surely be slow. Slow performance also, you can actually just change your hard drive. Your hard drive is becoming bad, that's why it's slow. That's another reason again, that's why it's slow. Change your hard drive. Overheating, clean the cooling vent of your fan, the vent and the fan. Simply, the fan is at the back.
Sorry, sorry,
Open it.
sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry to bring you back. So sorry.
Okay.
So, is it every RAM that can be upgraded?
Okay, there are two types of RAM. Most computers now, systems now, they do onboard RAM. Means the RAM is being placed on the board. That is very difficult to upgrade. But in
So
some
that means there are some
situations,
systems that you cannot upgrade the RAM.
easily you can upgrade anything on your PC. That is the first thing you need to know. Anything on your PC can be upgraded, but is it easy to do? That's where the issue is. So
Okay.
onboarding takes is more expensive, and you need an expert to do that. But to upgrade a RAM that is not onboarded, that has RAM slots, you can easily, if you know that there's PC3 RAM, there's PC4 RAM, you don't knowing the right one, you can open the back of your PC. It's your own. Open it. Is it on board? Or it has a RAM slot? Okay, it has a RAM slot. Get the RAM there that is there. Go to the market. Buy the exact. Okay, this is a PC4 RAM. I need 8 gig PC4 RAM. You come. There's a second slot for it there. Insert it. Maybe you're
Mr.
using.
Mr. Rinze, we are not experts like you. You know when you know you keep saying open the back, you can we are not experts like you, right? Hey, I have a witness. I have a witness in the house. Keno is with me saying, yes, I agree with you. And make sure there are more people like that. But another person, Laura, we are not experts. So the only thing we know is to open our laptop, press the on button, start typing. When we finish, we press. Some people don't even remember to shut down. We just press the off button. Somebody like me, at times, I just press the off button, and then we continue using
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
So, when you say open the back, man, some of us cannot open the bag, right? But I
Okay,
mean, we are learning a lot, right? I think from the way things are going, we might have to have a visual, something that people can actually just see, so that. But we'll figure that out. This is opening up our eyes into a lot. So thank you so much. We are
okay,
learning, Mr. Rinze. Thank you so much.
okay, sir. Okay. Please, if you're not sure of your strength in opening the back of your computer, please leave it for the experts. Okay, overheating. When your system is overheating, just know the first thing, just put in your mind, okay, the cooling vent and the fan is not working properly. What causes this mostly is dust. If you actually open the back of your PC, if an expert actually opens the back of your computer, you find out that a lot of dust have been acclimated to that place. So that's what mostly causes overheating. Okay, battery life. Most of the chargers we use are not good. They're using a lower or a higher charger to charge your PCs. You don't shut down
This is
properly.
another one. How do you know the right charger for your PC? This is another one,
Okay, okay now.
please.
There are specifications for your batteries. When you see your
Okay.
battery, when you look at your battery, you know the specification. Most HPs now, based on I've been in the field for quite some time now, uses mostly 65-watt chargers. So using 85 watts for your PC will end up reducing the battery life. Or using lower is like
Oh,
using a lower charger, we end up reducing it. That's why when you go and buy, they actually ask you two questions. Most of us that go and buy, they ask you, do you want follow come or do you want new one? So
so
you
which one
need
is
to
normally
meet.
better? Follow, come, or new one?
I will advise follow come is better. Yes, follow come is better. If you are meeting a trustworthy expert, follow come is better. So reduce the screen brightness and disable unnecessary features. I don't see the reason why you are using keyboard light when you have light shining down on your keyboard. Keyboard light is being used when everywhere is dark and there's no light, but you need to see your keyboard and keep on working. Reduce the brightness of your screen. It's good for both your eyes and your battery. Okay, next time is now our friend. Okay, okay. Update softwares and drivers and software crashes and or freezing. Update software and drivers. Uninstall and restore problematic application. Maybe just need to uninstall it and restore it again. Run a malware scan to check for infection. Maybe that application has a malware in it that's causing it not to perform well. Virus and malware infection. Install a reputable antivirus. Reputable. Highlight reputable antivirus. Perform a full scan and remove any detected threats. Avoid clicking on malicious links and downloading on known files. Very simple. Please, this modern time and day now, almost yes, majority of the laptops now have Bluetooth. You can share your files through Wi-Fi. Avoid inserting untrusted flash drive to your system. I had a friend that inserted a flash drive into his system, and that was the end of the system. He had to pay 500,000 naira to get his system back. That's what you call ransomware. So be careful. It's not every link you see you click. Oh, you use your laptop to watch Facebook. Most of all those links redirect you to other websites. Be careful. That can just cost you more than just that clicking. Be careful of the URL you click. Be careful of the domain names you click. Be sure. Oh, facebook.com. There's not like facebook.com.ng. Be careful. Okay, next. Hardware failure. Run hardware diagnosis to identify fault components, replace and repair faulty hardware components. Hardware failure such as your hard drive, most important, and your RAM. Once you start failing, they will actually signify you, okay, over your fan. When you're starting your system up and your fan is not working properly, there'll be an error, your fan is not working properly. Do you want to continue? Once you start finding out that, oh, your system is becoming slow, be careful. Check whether your hard drive is getting an issue or your RAM is having an issue. Wi-Fi connectivity problem. Restart your router and the laptop. Update your Wi-Fi drivers. Maybe your Wi-Fi driver is backdated. Update it. Remove and check any source of interference. Okay. And also, maybe your Wi-Fi connectivity has problem. Meaning that your Wi-Fi card has an issue. After you try this thing, restart the router and your laptop, update your Wi-Fi drivers, check for and remove any source of interference. All these things does not work. Just know, okay, my Wi-Fi card may have an issue. Okay, next. Blue screen update. Update Windows and drivers. Check and remove any recently installed problematic software or hardware. This screen update means, just simply put, is that maybe a software and the hardware is down, is not allowing your PC to run properly, because your PC does not only read software, it also interacts with the hardware. So that can cause an issue. If your hard drive has an issue, it can give you blue screen of death. If there's a software, if your operating system is corrupted, it can give you blue screen of death. Run Wisdom Memory Diagnosis to check for RAM issues. Okay, we've done laptop not charging. Screen issue, update the graphics driver. Maybe the brightness, you'll be able to reduce the brightness and increase the brightness is not working again. Update the driver. Run an inbuilt display diagnosis. If the screen is physically damaged, consider replacing it. Okay. Strategies to enhance your computer performance. Regular maintenance. Please, let's keep our PC clean. Once in a while, use a soft rag to clean your PC, your screen, all those places. Clean it. Your mouse pad, clean it. That is proper maintenance. Clean up the hardware regularly by removing temporary files, old downloads, and unnecessary programs. Most of us have pictures that we took since 2005, 2006 on your system. You're not using it for anything. What's in your mind that one day we need it, one day we need it? Sama, you will not need it. Just delete it. All these old files, fill up your hard drive. That's what you need to do. Okay. Optimize power setting. Adjust power setting to balance performance and energy efficiency. High performance mode may provide better performance but drain the battery faster. There's a settings that you need to do. If you can't do it, you can go on YouTube, but if you cannot do it, just take it to an expert. It costs nothing, it does not take time, it's not an hardware issue, it's just a setting issue. Okay. Monitoring temperature and cooling. When you touch your PC, you put your hand close to where your vent is, where your fan is meant to be bringing out air. If you notice it is too hot, okay, know that okay, there's obstruction there, then or the fan is not working properly. That is the thing. That's how to check. It's meant to be bringing out air, but the air is not meant to be very hot. That's another thing. Okay, next. Okay, that is the last. And thank you very much. My name still remains Arinzechukwu Ike-ojukwu. Thank you very much. Any question?
Yeah, there is a question. Someone just dropped a question in the chat room, so I'm going to read the question now. So the person asked, so did the person delete the mess? Because I saw it when it came. Okay, how do you check the battery of the laptop that has inbuilt battery? How do you check the battery of the laptop that has inbuilt battery? Question one. Then the second question says, secondly, upgrading Windows 7 to Windows 10 on a mini laptop Dell, does it have any negative effect on the system?
Okay.
Those are the two questions.
Okay. Firstly, how to check your battery of a laptop that had inbuilt battery? If you're a professional, you can open the back of your system. It's there. You will see it there. Once you see battery, you know this is battery. That is it. That is the only way to know, oh, this is the battery, this is how the battery looks like. You have to open the back of the system. Secondly, upgrading your from Windows 10, 7 to Windows 10. Is the system Windows 10 worthy? That's another thing to understand. Yes, it has negative effects. You can put the Windows 10 on your mini Dell laptop and it will crash. The necessary materials or components to run Windows 10 might not be available, and the makers Dell built their PCs to carry Windows 7. There are factors you need to put in place for to know whether okay, is this system will it be able to carry Windows 10? In a very good day, yes, it might carry it, but it's not advisable. Most of all those mini laptops that are a little bit old, just leave it at Windows 7 because you can end up upgrading it now and you end up having issues. But after checking the spec, now one of the specs you need to check how many gig RAM is the laptop. 4 gig RAM. Okay. The storage of the laptop, you check it. The other things, compatibility of the laptop, you check it too. So if it's worthy, yes, you can upgrade it. It might not have any negative effect, but advisable mini laptop Dell, leave it at Windows 7. Thank you. Any further question?
Yeah, yes. So you mentioned something about when you're using your laptop and it's full, right?
Yes, sir.
You should unplug it. You know, in this country in which we find ourselves, right? We love our country, but you know, light is not constant. And for somebody, I use myself, I mean, and I'm guilty of this, right? Whenever I'm working, right, I make sure that my laptop is plugged, constantly plugged, because I don't want to be in the middle of work and I see red battery. I'm in the middle of one meeting and I can see battery off, and maybe at that point, maybe they just took power or something, or do you understand? So I always keep it plugged in. So you advise us to, once it's full, we should remove the the cable, right, that you used to charge,
Yes, sir.
the charger pin. Now, if you leave the charger pin in, so just trying to reiterate what you said, it reduces the lifespan of your battery, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. You're overcharging.
Hmm.
It can result to battery swelling. You find out that okay, your
Oh,
battery is swelling, that you take it now, you take it, they'll tell you that, oh, sir, your battery has popped. Oh. And most of these inbuilt batteries are not like the old batteries that okay, you can see battery swelling was not prominent with the old batteries, like not the non-inbuilt batteries. Battery swelling was not prominent there. But
hmm.
these new ones, battery swelling is very common with them. And while making these PCs, the makers did not put Nigeria as a factor that okay, can we charge this thing when it gets 100%? It's automatically stop charging by itself. I've not seen a lot of pieces. I've only seen one or two pieces that does that. So
Yeah,
that's the thing they put
yeah.
into consideration too. Okay, we understand it's not light. Light is an issue, but for a long lasting PC, because parts of computers now are very expensive. So the least
Okay,
battery
then the
now.
last,
Okay, sir.
thank you very much. The last question. So you talked about keeping old files, and I'll give you a scenario. So somewhere I had to fix the laptop of somebody who is really high in government, and
Okay.
because of what she does, she deals with certain critical cases, and at times she might have to refer to a case of 2003 and
Okay.
also follow up with what was said in 2007. So she has old documents, and you see those documents at times to come to a conclusion. She needs to put all those proceedings together, right?
Okay,
Now,
sir.
that kind of person needs, in fact, um, when I had to work on her PC, of course, I took it to somebody who used to work on it for me in Lagos, and he mistakenly deleted some things that were critical. Is there a Are there softwares where we can go apart from Google Drive? Are there other softwares we can go and
Okay.
we can use to upload our files? I know they are safe in this cloud that comes at no cost to us.
Can you, okay.
So are there other softwares like that apart from Google Drive and OneDrive and Dropbox? Are there other softwares that people can use? They can just upload maybe your old files, maybe the last 10 years. You can just pack everything, go and keep it on one in the cloud somewhere. Are there free softwares like that that we can use, or
Yes. Yes.
applications?
Yes.
Okay.
AWS, Amazon Web Service, provides storage service too. You can store up to 5 terabytes of a
For
single
free.
file. Yes.
Wow. I never knew.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So
Oh,
that is very good.
thank you.
So
Thank
that
you so much.
yes. Okay. Sir, thank you. It's very insightful. Please, is it very is it
Thank you so much. Um, before I think Mr. Martins will want to add one or two things.
Yes, I want to add
Um,
something. Yeah, first, I really appreciate Mr. Arinze. As in, the truth is that this particular slide will take hours and hours to really dissect. So we just have to rush it. I will just do a summary of the work. The truth is that it's good we have an idea of what how our system operates, because these days our system is now becoming our partner or our second wife or our second husband. We interact with our phones, our laptop often, and it's good we know how to maintain and use them to expand its lifetime. One of the major problem we have is that most of us we depend on using crack versions of softwares, and it's a very big problem. Anybody that is cracking a software worth thousands of dollars for you and is telling you to buy for 1,000 or 200 naira, you should know that there are so many malwares embedded in it. So if we can minimize the rate to patronize cracked software, it will really help. Like what Arinze said earlier on, any antivirus that is that is not licensed, that you don't pay every month, every year, forget it. That one itself is a virus. Any antivirus you buy from roadside or you are not paying license fee, forget it. It does not protecting anything. Then another thing I want to add also, we want to open so many programs. So people will have like 10, 15 programs running at the same time. And we all know the system, it's only one you can run at a time. Those those programs that is running in the background will end up hitting up the system, slowing down the system, and killing the fan. So let's try and minimize the number of systems being open. Then before buying a system, actually, you know what you want. We are going for 8 gig RAM, 4 gig RAM, 16 gig RAM, or the Core i5, Core i7. I really advise we have an idea. This is what I want to use the system for. It will really guide me. So overloading the system, making it slow. I know over time, what I normally advise, buy have a little tolerance to it. For me now, I don't want to advise people to buy 8 gig RAM system. I propose 16 gig RAM, 20 gig RAM. Because as time goes on, it tries to install a lot of software. And if you don't envisage this expansion, your system will slow and lagging. I know it did on that also. Then most of the things that also cause issue with our hard drive is that we don't normally shut down properly. We just put it to sleep. Maybe you are reading a PDF or you're working on the program, you just sleep the laptop. Oversleeping of laptop and not properly shut down will damage the hard disk. And as rightly said, system parts are very expensive now. The hard disk I bought 24,000 like 4 years ago is going for 150,000 naira now. So the ability for us to maintain and manage the one we have really extend the lifespan. Then overcharging. There's a laptop that at its inception, it could last stand alone without charging for 5 hours. Due to overcharging, it can even stay up to 1 hour now. So once it is 100%, please disconnect your charger. You monitor it. Once it's going to 80, 60, 70, you can recharge. Then leaving it charged for over 100%, and at the end of the day, you are raising the lifespan of the battery. Then secondly, regular system updates. Microsoft always send push patch hot fixes. It's good we update our system. Having old drivers, old softwares, you are even confusing the system. Once the system prompts you to update your, as in the Microsoft now, to update your software, please kindly update. Most of this update comes with security fixes, mainly patches. So it's very good we update our system regularly. And also dust. Once at the vent ways now is clouded with dust, it will affect the fan. These are little two ways we can actually do to help our system. There are other advanced techniques we can do, but I believe if you follow all this minor way, even if you are taking your system for repair, you have an idea that this is where the error is. Even if the person, the technician is trying to bamboozle you, you stick to your gun. Like this is where the error is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry, before Ruth closes this meeting out, do you know I paid for antivirus not up to 2 months ago for I think 10,000 naira or 12,000 naira.
No,
I'm
no,
So
seeing
no.
which
how
It's
Windows
not
do you
foolish
working.
use?
I was.
It's not
I'm
working.
seeing.
Which
I'm
Windows
It's
do
not
you
seeing.
working.
use?
Sorry,
Which Windows do you use?
I use Windows 10. I'm seeing how foolish I was, right? And well, it's a good lesson. In fact, from this, I think the next session we are going to have, we might also have, it might be more like a practical thing for people to see, because you mentioned things like updating some things. Some people here, some of us are like, hey, update. What do we, in fact, apart from clicking, turning the PC off and on, right? There's nothing else we can do, right? So, yes, somebody asked, does it mean leaving your battery laptop to run down is not safe? Okay, somebody asked a question. I don't want to take it on. The person says, does it mean leaving your laptop's battery to run down? It's not safe. So from what he said, if I understood what he said properly, he said once your battery is 100%, take out the charging port from the PC so that it's no longer charging, because there's nothing like 101%. Then when it drops to a particular level, probably maybe 30 or 20, then you can now plug it back again to charge, right? But say you want to for it to run down, I don't know. Is it good for you to allow your battery to run down to totally finish? The
Once in a
expert.
while, sir. Once in a while, sir. Allow your battery to run down. Once in a while. Just allow it to run down. You are building the battery capacity also. All these things we use are machines too. So now it running down now is also building the battery's capacity. Once in a while, allow it. Oh, let it go down to 10%. Okay,
Okay.
before when we buy phones, they tell you, okay, charge it for 4 hours or 8 hours with NEPA light, 3 of us. But now it's advisable that when you buy a phone, you drain the battery in the phone before charging it again.
Hmm.
Technology updates every time, so you need to keep on. You need to be in constant with the trend of technology.
In fact, from what all that has been said, sorry we have taken like 4 minutes out of your time. We're leaving here right now. I think the next session, and I'm going to speak with Mr. Martins. He is the one who puts all these things together, right? Mr. Martins, I think the next session we'll have, there will be some practical session on how to update some things and how to do some things so that people can actually see, because we want a case whereby people are able to apply this knowledge to ensuring that their devices last longer, whether it is a phone. And then one other thing, we don't have time
Yes,
today, but
yes. We'll,
I'm
we'll
very
do
sure in the
that.
next session. So for example, let me use myself as an example. I mean, I've used this phone for like 2 to 3 years now, right? And at times, right, at times now these days the phone will just hang. We just see one software will just hang, right? And I don't know whether it's the RAM that is full or what is full, but I know something is full somewhere. So maybe in the next session we'll have in like the next 1 or 2 weeks, we'll beg Mr. Martins to see what magic can do. So that we'll have another session where he will show us. It's like continuation of this. I think it's going to go a very long way for everybody here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. So Ruth, over to you, please. Hello, Ruth.
Yes, I'm with you. Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you, Miss
Mr.
Antonia.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Azu Ike-ojukwu and Mr. Martins. This has been an interesting section. So, everyone, I just want you to drop how you feel about today's section with using one word to describe it. If it is interesting, if it is excellent, if it is also if you
Okay.
have learned.
I think I
Definitely.
have a question I need to be addressed. I need to be addressed very importantly. Hello.
Okay, yeah, you can ask your question, please.
And I needed to get it right from the training about the Wi-Fi, because I have a laptop fixed by an engineer. So he fixed the laptop and he brought it to me. So in the course of using the laptop, I discovered that the Wi-Fi is not actually functioning. It is not. And from from today's training, I learned that the Wi-Fi problem could be is it what was said? Is it the hard disk? The hard disk, am I right?
Wi-Fi card. The Wi-Fi card.
Hello?
Yes, the Wi-Fi card.
He answered you. He
Yeah,
said the Wi-Fi card.
okay, the Wi-Fi card.
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay, I think I need to go back to him because he came back to me again trying to fix the same problem. but he could not identify the problem. So maybe I could give him this idea to check on the Wi-Fi card.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Very well.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
that's
just to
the
that's
Wi-Fi
partial
card might be
troubleshooting.
if the Wi-Fi card might be very expensive to replace because it's inbuilt.
okay,
I can suggest having an external Wi-Fi card, very small. On Jumia, it's not up to 7,000 naira. So if the Wi-Fi inbuilt card is very expensive, which I know, you can make do with the external Wi-Fi card, which that one can
Hmm,
suffice.
hmm, hmm,
okay, okay,
hmm.
okay, no problem.
Thank
I think
you.
I'll
Drop
do.
in how you feel about today's section in the chat room. All right, Ms. Olumide Abiola says informative and interesting. Thanks for this golden opportunity. Thank you. Thank you too. We really appreciate your presence. All right, any other question? I think any other question?
Um,
All
for
right,
now,
thank you everyone for okay. All right. Armstrong, did you want to say something?
Yes. Yes. So, I was saying, like, I wanted to get more insight on the problem I was having. Like this evening, I had the same problem again. So last time when it happened, my screen went blank. They said it was a screen when I took it for repair. The guy put one fairly used screen like that, like it works. But when he fixed mine, same, white screen. But after some times, like it will pick up again. And so I was checking online and I saw something around either restore to save mode or restart in save mode or so. And so when I started in save mode, the system hung, like it didn't boot complete. So I took it to one guy like that. The guy was like, "Oh, we need to change the screen. Is the screen? The screen is 45,000 or so." So in the process of trying to lose it, like the system came up and it was showing like the point it were while it was trying to, restart in save mode. And I told the guy, okay, what we can do is maybe you should just change the operating, like the Windows also. I think I was using Windows 11, so like he now reinstall Windows 10. So I've been using it since that last year till this afternoon when the thing the system was like low. So I went to put on the gen. So immediately I put gen and got back, you know, I discovered that the screen went blank again. It didn't fall. I didn't. It was where it was, and the thing went
Okay,
blank
sir.
again.
Sir, you can also check the RAM.
Okay.
The RAM might be 40.
Okay.
But if you on it, is the keyboard on? Does the keyboard on?
Yes, the keyboard lights, everything works, but
So you can
the
check the RAM.
system. If I'm connected. Okay.
If not the
Okay.
RAM, check the flex.
Okay.
That is the two likely option. Maybe the flex just has really shifted. Maybe it's
Okay.
not strongly placed from the last time. So
Okay.
that is you check.
Okay,
Thank you.
Abisola, thank you. Okay, do you
This
still have
the
something to say,
session was,
Mr. Armstrong?
sir.
Are you true?
Yes, I'm true. I just wanted to say thank you for your time and for this session. It was quite engaging and the information were quite robust. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel Armstrong. We really appreciate. Abisola says eye opening. Thank you. Thank you, Abisola. Antonia said insightful section. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining this section. We would send message to the platform when the practical section will be done so we can see how we can open our laptop or our battery or the back of our system to check one or two things before. If it's something we can, do troubleshoot. And if we cannot troubleshoot, then we'll take it to an engineer. So thank you, everyone. Do enjoy the rest of the night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
bye.
everyone. Bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.